As my friends, welcome. We're playing all the top decks in the format as I prep for the Pro Tour Lord of the Rings. I can't do my actual testing on stream because I am testing with the team and I can't do that obviously. But what I can do is play all the top decks in the format and honestly give you a fine overview of the format and give me the reps I need to kind of like get a feel for every deck in the format. Very, very important thing to do, I think. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that like button. All right, helps out a ton. Obviously, as I always say, if you're like a content creator and you want to support them, hit the like button, helps out a lot. We're playing some Murktide here. And Murktide's a deck that didn't really gain anything from Lord of the Rings. Delighted Halfling is actually a really good card against this deck. The Ring is a card that is very, very good. Not as good against this deck, so we're playing Spellpierce and stuff like that too, but Halfling's really good. And then Bowmaster's also pretty good against this deck as well, with Ragavan and Channeler being one-tap creatures. But Murktide, more like, the baseline decks in Modern. Nothing too, innovative or crazy here. Just a good deck. It's Stern Scolding, I suppose. It's
I suppose you think that was terribly clever.
card in the sideboard, but yeah, so here we go. We're playing Murktide. Nothing really too much to say about it. So let's get right to the games. Brought to you by BCW Supplies, the best gear on the market, not even close. BCW Supplies. Those are my sleeves when I play in the Pro Tour. Those are sleeves that I'm using. Simple as that. Deck box, same thing. So I'm using their gear for like 5 or 6 years now at this point. Honestly, it's the best gear out there. It's not even close. And you can get your own at bcwsupplies.com. They also have card sorting trays, storage boxes, display cases for collectibles. You name it, they got it. bcwsupplies.com. Promo code JIM10. 10% off your order. bcwsupplies.com. Opener's good here. It's a little threat light, but we can keep this. Spellpierce and Counterspell are good, obviously. Just don't go turn 1, Delighted Halfling. Turn 1, that's not as bad, but still pretty damn bad. Sure. Definitely a game I'd prefer to win the die roll. Let's play Bauble and Bauble ourselves. Let's play Bauble and Bauble. Alright. Top card is a Spire Bluff Canal. Don't need that one. So let's play Flooded Strand. And I guess I want to fetch an untapped land. So we're going to get a Steam Vents. Untapped. It's not ideal, but I think taking 2 is worth the mana. Fortunately, the Spellpierce is probably going to be dead, so we got some work to do. Alright, so we drop. They Vial. What does a Plains Vial deck look like in Modern right now? Aether Vial, a card that's gotten power kept out of the format pretty hard by Prismatic Ending and just like a bunch of better stuff. Solid. Playing creatures, playing 30 creatures against in the Solitude, whatever format's pretty rough. All right, so they're gonna like try and goose quarter us and things. All right, I mean like trying to LD in the Ring format's pretty good because Ring's a 4-drop. So we Bauble ourselves there because we have fetch land. So you use Bauble as like a pseudo scry. Typically in the dark you'd Bauble your opponent. For example, here we're gonna Bauble our opponent. Yeah, that's the goal. If you have the ability to shuffle your deck or not, you want to Bauble yourself so you can kind of like pseudo scry. Otherwise, you target your opponent. So we're going to target our opponent here. And we're going to see if they have a Samwise the Stout-Hearted in their hand. Sure. And yeah, we're just going to lose, honestly. They had a turn with Vial in the play. If it was on a draw, I'd win this game easily. But we have a bunch of counterspells against their Vial. And just nothing else going on. So pretty bad draw. We'll see if we can work our way out of it because they are playing freaking like Death of Daxes, which is a pretty terrible deck. But so we draw Polluted Delta. Not cool. Spellpierce, not so good. Subtlety. Oh, they're saying go. All right. Sure. Untap and draw another counterspell. Unfortunately, against a Aether Vial all creature deck, we want to draw the red cards, not the blue cards. But we'll see what we can do. So Vial on 2 and 2 mana up for Samwise the Stout-Hearted. Activate Vial on 2. There's your Leonin Arbiter. What year is it? What year is it? Alright, so put a counter on Vial, sure. Beginning a combat step. Alright, so here comes Leonin Arbiter. Players can't search libraries. Any player may play 2 to end this. So we're going to pay 2 on that and crack our fetch. Is a special action, does not use the stack. Very, very weird card. One of the weirdest cards, honestly, just like in general. Very, very bizarre card. They're going to ephemerate.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Alright. I guess we lose. So, Ephemerate resets the Arbiter, and then so I would lose a land, and lose another land here because of the Ghost Quarter, and then they sandbag their Ghost Quarter. Yep. About as bad as possible for a game to go, where, like, we lose the die roll, have Spell Pierce for Vial, but, like, we're on the draw, and just draw Counterspell against the Aether Vial deck, but, you know, whatever. Their deck's pretty bad, I think, so it'll be fine, probably. So, we're going to bring in, let's see, Fury... Maybe Pyromancer. Dress Down doesn't really do a ton. Why did Storm fall out of the metagame? That was like 8 years ago. Just like not good enough. It's not fast or resistant enough. The cards aren't good enough. Stern Scolding. It's pretty awkward, but bring in these, cash in the fire. Don't think Blood Moon. Blood Moon's kind of cute because you can like turn off their Ghost Quarters and stuff, but like I just don't think that that's really what we want to be doing. Obviously, Spell Pierce comes out. Take out a few counterspells. Take out... I think I'll cut the Blood Moon, too. Oh, the E's great, too, actually. I'll bring the E's. E's. Blood Moon's out. Why not Subtlety in response? To what? And... don't think I want Dress Down. Don't want Pyromancer? It seems like fine. Fury, Explosives. Just got another Counterspell on. It's more on the play. So the Counterspells are a little better, but... it's got another Counterspell. Alright, so... What would Subtlety do in response to the Ephemerate? Alright, so on the button. And I got a Bolt this time, and an X plus an Iteration, sure. So keep this. Sounds like not great, but it's fine. Alright, so play Strand. The intent to get a tapped Steam Vents. What do you got, friend? Plains. Burrington Forge Tender. Sure. Alright, and this. Kind of want to use our fetches aggressively because we want to be able to not get got by the various like the Arbiter effects or whatever. So I'm just going to play a Delta here and... you can probably just get an island. Just say go, though. No need to decide just yet. This card's obviously pretty annoying, but I think we're in much better shape this game. There's a Ghost Quarter. Just need to be aware of my basic count also. Use various Ghost Quarter effects. Here is a nothing. Crack this. I have 3 islands, so sure, let's get a land here. And I guess we're gonna just EI. Makes our Spiral Canal a little awkward, but whatever. EI sees Channeler, Murktide, Scolding. Scolding's pretty good here, but then I lose out on a card. We have 2 Murktides already. We'll just put the Scolding in our hand and we'll cast Channeler. I think it's fun. So, hand, bottom, exile. Getting Channeler going will help our Murktides also too, so... Much better start this game, obviously. End step, they're going to play Sam. What about Sam? I want to hear more about Sam.
You've been in the Farmer Maggot's crop.
The Ring.
It is a gift.
So Sam's the Ring Bearer, which doesn't really do anything until the second copy comes down. Here's an Aganjo Castle. If they were to go exactly Leon and Arbiter Wasteland me right now, it still wouldn't even be that bad. So we would just like fire up a Bolt, Delve, Murktide. Forged Ender number 2, sure. And Thalia, Guardian Thraben. I mean, it's annoying, but sure. Goal is just get a big Murktide in play, so they attack. Blocking Sam's a little interesting, but not worth it, I don't think. I want to get the Surveils going, so they have 3 cards in hand. They have some Solitudes, I guess, it's kind of annoying, but we have Fiery Islet. Just go get an island and cast Lightning Bolt on Forge Tender, basically. Should I need an island? I can just get a tap land. I want to leave up heat too, I think, though. Oh, I'm sorry, cost 2, never mind. So, get an island. Oh, I understand they have a Forge Tender, but we're going to bolt a Forge Tender, basically. She need to put a spell in the graveyard, so. Cast Bolt. Surveil. We've got land sorcery in the bin so far. There's your Forge Tender, yada, yada, yada. Gotta work through one way or another, you know. We're gonna bin this Otawara. And we're going to print that. Alright, and then we get to go Murktide. Just hope our big boy's good enough here. 5/5. They obviously are playing Solitude in their deck, so that's like, you know, the only really good card they have. Depends on Sam too. It's kind of cool. Sam's good. Sam's a good card. This card's definitely pretty reasonable. So second Murktide will be pretty important here.
Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Ghost Quarter, my Steam Vents. Resolves. Sam back. Okay. I can't counter this as a Thalian play, unfortunately, so no stern scolding for me. They get back Ghost Quarter. They can do it again if they want. I have a 3rd island. That's kind of the downside of fetching island there, but like we're low enough where I think I wanted to get the island, so. Get back the Ghost Quarter. Replay the Ghost Quarter. Now Thalia is the Ring Bearer, and Thalia will loot. Obviously, I can't block it. Never mind. All right, so a little loot on Thalia. Discarding Esper Sentinel. That's a pretty good card. Take 2. Can't block us with the ring. So we got Murktide here.
Throw yourself in next time and rid us of your stupidity.
Untap and draw. Ragavan, Nimble Pilferer. Not particularly the most exciting card. Let's just fire up a heat. Actually, I should actually upkeep the heat, honestly. To scry. Probably a mistake, honestly, but it's fine. Let's fire in a heat and just start by drawing out this Forge Tender. Surveil. If we hit a spell, we could also like double Murktide and just grow his Murktide. See what happens. This game's interesting, right? First game was pretty, so yeah, sure, there's Forge Tender. Surveil, Consider in the graveyard. And yeah, now I think we just Murktide. Dubs Murktide. Get a little growth going here. So this Murktide grows. This Murktide. Now I have a 7/7. It looks like they don't have Subtlety, so they killed the response. So I think we're just good to go here. Murktide's not too bad of a card, you know. It's definitely decent. But I trade Channeler for Samwise. And just leave it back on D. Alright, your turn. We've got 12 in the air, and they're at 13. Field of Ruin. Leon and Arbiter. You got me. All right. What can I say? I can't search my library right now. Ghost Quarter away. Probably should attack first, because there's no point. You might want to loot before you know what's going on.
I wish the ring had never come to me.
When I fly into Spain, next Saturday at around almost at midnight. I have a very late flight next Saturday, so I got about a week left, and then I'm out of here. Path to Exile, can't search, broken. Untap and draw, consider. All right, so let's cast Consider. Let's start there. Get super lucky here and get a Delirium. All right, it's been a land. Consider will reveal a Subtlety, also in the bin. Oh.
Oh, it's raining Helix!
Okay.
Oh my god!
Bauble costs 1. Surveil. Sorcery. This is a top though, because we want to drop play this next turn. So top this. And then crack this. They have 1 card left. And the top card is a Sunbait Canyon. Sure. Attack for 8. Play Ragavan as a blocker and say go. Alright, go get him, buddy. Go get him, buddy. Now, even if they find a path, I can still kill him in the air with this and a bolt. In theory, theoretical, of course. Here comes Thalia and Sam. And Arbiter. Just block Arbiter for sure, because this is legend. Big loots. Discard the Canyon we knew about, sure. So they could double stoner me here with a field and a Ghost Quarter, but like I'm ahead on board, it just doesn't matter, you know, like. Yeah.
Game.
All right, sure. Game 3.
Blouses.
A little scared on the draw, honestly. They could have like a pretty good draw on the draw in theory, but we have like Subtlety and Fury and stuff too. So, anything else you want here? Dress down? No. Yes, fine. Let it ride. Game 3, all of marbles. Protor, Lord of the Rings.
I will take the ring to Mordor.
Double, Bauble, Bolt, Heat, EI. What's up, NYC? Alright. Opponent Mulligan 6, we're going to keep. Hand could be anything, could even be a boat. We have red cards, not blue cards, so we're in decent shape here. Let's see. What? There's a 4-sender. Alright, let's look at their card and our card. Is that ever a shuffle or not? How's Murktide holding up? Is our first match. Look at your top card. What is it? What is it I said? Show it to me. You cannot keep your secrets. Giver of Runes. Okay, that's pretty good. And then our top card. Come on, opponent. F6 button. We gotta do this here. Our top card is a Seasoned Pyromancer. Is that a card I want to draw? I think it is. So let's play Spiral Canal as I go. Ragavan is pretty bad, honestly, I think. Ragavan went from being one of the better cards in the format to being pretty icky with Bowmaster being a major card in the format. Also, the One Ring just like draws games out, and obviously Ragavan's only good in the early games. So, all right, so draw some cards. Gods, Spire Bluff numero 2. Unban Ragavan and Historic? No, I'm not saying that, actually. All right, so attack for 2. Don't play Thalia here. Giver of Runes. Perfect. So we just bolt this, bolt the 4-tender, basically. Wow. Really?
Inconceivable.
All right, sure. Draw another EI. All right. I guess I want to fetch so I don't get, if they play like an Arbiter, I might like an awkward spot next turn. So just fetch, I suppose. Just fetch tap land if necessary. If they were to go like land go and they have Aven Mind Sensor, I guess I have this. Yeah, that would suck pretty bad, but I'm not willing to fetch in response to that. So I want to keep the basics in my deck if possible, so I don't get to feel me out. So if they go land pass and have Aven Mind Sensor, which seems pretty damn unlikely. It is not, 2015, so just gonna say go. All right, crack. Cool. Yeah, I don't know about this whole Death and Taxes thing. Like, all right, so let's play. We can play EI here, or we can just play Pyromancer. Probably just play EI, right? Yeah, alright. Play Iteration. My cards are too good to get rid of. Stern Scolding is gas, actually. So is the Explosives, wow. Oh, but I can't play both. I can play Explosives on one. Which is pretty good, actually. And then we'll hold the Scolding. Yeah, let's put Scolding in hand. Dump this. And we'll just play Explosives on one. And we're going shields down, folks. What do you got? If you got... My shields are down. You want to come for me? You want to try and kill my stuff? Now's the time. What do you got, friend? Samwise, the Brave.
You don't have any friends. Nobody likes you.
Attack for 1. Just say, this is embarrassing, folks. Come on. This is
You look terrible.
This is embarrassing. All right, draw a Channeler. Let's just pop this stupid thing. Play a Channeler and say go. We have Stern Scolding for their Sam too. Yeah, this is just an embarrassing game, Magic. Play Delirious Channeler, say go. They play Sam. We Scolding it. Okara, you're correct. Yes. So, playing list that did well in Bologna or whatever, which is a huge event in Europe last weekend. Just playing the decks that did well. Get a feel for the format. Playing one league with each deck. Modern modern 101, if you will, as I learned the format for the Pro Tour. And our opponent. What have we learned today? We've learned that you probably shouldn't play Death and Taxes. All right, let's play Consider. And Surveil. And our top card is Bolt. There's a bot on this, actually. Or spin it, I mean. And draw. I was looking for Murktide. Ragavan, sure. You got it. Attack with this. Yeah, this deck wasn't good 5 years ago. I don't know why it would be good now, Alright, so let's play an EI, Final Land against Ragavan. Surveil. In response, have me or anyone I know been testing Dredge for the Pro Tour? I can't really discuss my testing process because I'm working with a team. But Dredge has been pretty out of the market for a while now. All right, so we have land. So iteration to hand. And we'll just take the Steam Vents. And pay 2 life. Cast Ragavan. You're up. End step. Samwise is the Stout Heart. Did they even, like, lose a card this turn? It's just a 2-1, right? Sure. You got me. They get to ring tempt, I guess, but...
Don't tempt me further.
I played Dredge in an SCG, like, a year ago. And it was, like, pretty good, but I didn't make day 2. It was just, like, fine. I think it's just, like, not... Just below the... You know, the problem is the mod of bar keeps raising higher and higher and higher. And the higher it gets with more MH2 sets, the more all the decks that were existing were, like, you know, just kind of passes them by. So... Alright, 1 ring-bearing Sam. Good living in matchup. Same with Murktide, Burn, and Shadow. I mean, I think Burn's pretty bad, and Shadow's pretty bad too. So I don't think Murktide's very good either, honestly. None of those decks play the ring, and it's all about the ring. Ring, 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 ring. Manaphone. It's all about. All right. They attack. Nothing. Interesting. All right. Well, here comes the monkey. I can carry it for you, but I can't carry you. All right. Ragavan hits. We reveal a Sun-Baked Canyon. All right. Just play another EI, I guess. Like, Parmesh isn't even good here. Play this. Surveil. We played against Ad Nauseam last night with the Mono Black Coffers deck. Felt like the worst matchup ever, and we still won. Ad Nauseam decks are pretty bleh. We're just going to keep this. I want to guarantee a land iteration, so... Iteration... don't really want any of these cards, sure. Alright. You're up, friend. I could ask Pyromancer there maybe, but that's freaking matter. We just can't lose, so...
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boy.
End step, Ephemerate Sam. Oh, God, Jesus, come on.
Well, somebody stop the damn man! Enough's enough!
Like, what did you think was going to happen? You know, like, come on. White Oriok champion.
You could have picked a better spot.
You don't have any friends. Nobody likes you.
All right. 1-0 on the play. Yeah. They didn't look bad at first. Then I saw Ragavan consider. So this is a decent one-lander, I suppose. Gonna keep this. How much money to take to get into MTGO? Is it viable to not put much in after the initial investment? You just use rental services usually. The Magic Online economy is very, very bizarre. You own the cards, but because of all the rental services, there isn't even really like a reason to own the cards. And every card, but like the top 0.01% of cards, is worth nothing. So like, Ragavan's worth 80, everything else is worth 0. It's a very, very bizarre economy. And that's why the rental services popped up. And now they're selling like these all access passes. So right now until like the Pro Tour, you can pay $25 and have access to every card for like 2 weeks, which is like, you know, pretty nasty, honestly. Like, so just a weird, very, very weird economy. Magic Online. Magic Online is just like a relic of a bygone era, but like it's the way to play Modern Online, and it's also just like already heavily entrenched. Like, people have spent thousands of dollars on this platform, and like, you can't just get rid of it, I guess. So it's very, very weird. Yeah, it's a great deal, honestly. Like, I think if a Magic Online was just like $20 a month, you have all the cards, go do whatever, it'd be awesome. But it'd be so hard to get to that point because everyone owns cards. Like, these bots chains that own the rental services have like maybe like $1 million in inventory of Magic Online cards, you know? And like, if they just said, cards don't exist anymore, you know, like, it's just like a really weird thing. So, all right, we're gonna Ragavan, obviously. I guess we'll just start there. So see what we hit. And we hit a Inspiring Bance. They're just playing Burn. Okay, so let's consider and try and draw a land. That's a land. It's a painful land, but... And then we will play this. We're just going to fetch Shock and heat this. Feels bad to Shock, but I think it's more important just to get the colors in play and not spend our treasures. So let's take up. So like them selling their own like ultimate pass is them trying to compete with the rental services. Oh, this is actually sick. They're just freaking dead, right? We should Murktide them. As long as we hit a land up these EI. No! Are you freaking kidding me? Come on. Any land, cast a 6/6 Murktide, the game is over. Alright. Oh my god, this is bad. Alright, so... Let's put Subtlety in our hand. Let's just cast Channeler, I guess. We need to play... Yeah, we need to, like, cast the card here, so... Alright. Cast Channeler and say go. They play a creature, we can Subtlety it. They play burn spells. We can hopefully race it with the 2 Murktides. Here's the Spirit. Alright, cool. So it's... And then what do we exile? I think it's Counterspell, actually. Second Murktide's got a ways to go. 5 cards in hand. I mean, next turn's Murktide. Yeah. Like, if we had like 7 cards in our bin, I think I would keep both Murktides. We can just go Murktide into Murktide, but that's kind of unlikely. So, also we're not surveilling here either. So let's set up the second Murktide. All right, so let's Subtlety, trigger on this. NYC says, have the feeling that WotC would shut down Moto in a heartbeat if they thought they wouldn't be sued or have some backlash. Couldn't agree more. Yeah. If WotC could, they would instantly turn off Magic Online and then turn it back on as a subscription service for like $30 a month. 100%. Not even close. Bolt's a good draw too. All right, so here's Murktide. Spell. We'll leave a creature in the graveyard for Delirium. Oh, that's too. Hold on. I screwed up. Blue. All right, so get rid of a spell. A spell. Creature. All right, 6/6 Murktide and a bolt. That's lethal in 2 turns. So Spear. Block. Nota correct. So you can go to a place like cardhoarder.com and you can buy a rental account and say it's like $20 a month for a certain limit, and then you can just rent out whatever you want. You like go to the website, check out, rent against your limit, and then return the cards when you're done, and so on and so forth. Yeah, it's like basically the main way to play Magic Online at this point. Let's draw an island here. It's like an untap land. So I want to attack, but bolt the Spear and leave Counterspell up. I also want the bolt just to like freaking kill them, right? I kill them next turn with the bolt. I think I should just do that. Just play tap land. If they can kill me through the Counterspell, so be it. So I want to kill them next turn, so. Okara, why is Card Hoarder worse for feeling to play for a week or two? I think Card Hoarder is just better in general. Card Hoarder costs a little bit more, but they almost always have the cards. Whereas Mana Traders a lot of times like just won't have the One Ring in stock or whatever. So we're going to counter whatever they play here. Where should I counterspell this? Yeah, just... Oh, I can't do freaking math. Holy shit. I miscounted the lands. Or the damage, I mean. I thought we had lethal with the things and the things I was bolting. I'm just gonna bolt down then. I mean, bolt this thing. Just kill this. No counterspell this turn. Skewer me down to 2. All right. I mean, do they have 1 mana burn? 2 1-mana burn spells is the question. Channelers are good draws. It turns off their hasters. So, all right. Hold on, folks.
Certainty of death. Small chance of success.
Oh, it lands so bad for us.
Waiting for it.
They have 2 spells. No. Oh, we're so dead. Oh. Oh, I thought we were so dead. They must have like another 2-drop in their hand. Oh, wow. Whew. All right, so against Burn, we are going to want Negation, Flusterstorm. We're on the draw, so Scolding seems terrible. Maybe Fury Pyromancer? I don't know. We don't want Blood Moon. Blood Moon actually isn't that bad against them, honestly. Because you fetch basics a lot of times anyway, and you can turn off their white cards, but it's still pretty bad. Heats, Bolts. I don't want Fury. They got the Blood Moon. I don't think my Pyromancer, honestly. This card's pretty bad. Just taps out. I think it's good, actually. It was like a pretty good matchup, honestly. We have like a bunch of cheap counter spells and a bunch of fast threats. I like this. It's pretty good. What's up, Jones? Why is Stern Scolding so bad on a draw? Because they've already cast their 1-drop. That's the one you want to hit, you know? Alright, so... Can't keep this hand. We're going to mulligan. Yeah, sounds good. Keep this, just ship consider. Time Phase says, do you think a testing team helps you even with more for formats like Modern that you are less familiar with? Might be an obvious question. Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, it helps out so much. Like, when I was playing Pro Tours back in the day, I think I was honestly a lot better than I am now. But I would just play with every Pro Tour with no team. It was just me playing, you know, my own deck that I built or whatever for every Pro Tour. It was always just like, you know, 4 to 8 cards off what the good deck was. And I just like, you know, would go 9 and 7 and maybe min cash if I was lucky, you know, like, and like working with the team of like the best players is just like so unbelievably incredible. Like, Dexter's always good. It's just great. So, all right. We're going to play Spire Bluff Canal and say go with the plans to bolt this Goblin Guide after it attacks. Very, very fortunate to be in the position that I am in. You know, like, no way I do well at Worlds without Jakob, Ely, and Siggy, and so on and so forth. Hit an island. All right, so bolt this. All right. And I'm just going to play Ragavan with... Oh, only 1 lands. Oh. Come on, what are you doing? Don't do this.
Well, somebody stop the damn match! Enough's enough!
What are you doing? You can't keep 1-landers and burn. So Shred's a trap almost every time. Alright, here we go. Steering Blaze. Light him up.
Get off my plane.
Get the hell out of here. Alright, well, that's the game, folks. Pack it up. It's all over. Monkey goes in. Monkey see, monkey do. Attack. Monkey reveals Bloodstained Mire, their land. And then EI. Bauble, Ragavan, Subtlety. Alright, well, I don't want the Ragavan, so Subtlety to hand, Ragavan here, this is exiled. Play the Bauble, and then it's kind of awkward we have this, like, Spire Bluff Canal, and it won't come in untapped ever again, so we just play it, I guess. And then we'll look at I guess I'll look at our top card, and then maybe I'll fetch if, like, the card's terrible. It's another Subtlety. Is that even that bad? Because I'll have a blue card for next turn. Also, that's fine. Leave that. Play this and sig up. And now I have treasures to just hard cast them, too, so... So if they cast, like, a Goblin Guide or an Eidolon or something like that, we'll just hit it. And if not, we'll just have to hard cast next turn, which is great, too, so... Spike ya! And Skewer the Ragavan. You got it. If only I had more of those. So now I get to... Ooh, Channeler too. That's pretty good. If I dash the Ragavan, I get a treasure for the Subtlety. Or I could just play Channeler. Channeler is currently Delirious. Yeah, let's play Channeler and say go. Like, we're dashing. What are we going to hit? A Lava Spike? And then I can't leave mana for this anyway, so... And we're casting this regardless if they play a creature or not. Rift Bolt? Yeah, for sure. This is so big. Alright, so say go. Cast a 3/3. Get islands. Program. Yeah. Another EI. Sure. Surveil. Channeler. Channeler's pretty good. Alright, revealing Spell Pierce, Channeler, and Holy Heat. So Pierce to Hand. Channeler to exile. Cast the Channeler. Could cast Ragavan, but it requires us to fetch Shocking. It's not worth it, I don't think. Just say go. The game's just over. Already fixed it, GC. You're good to go. Rift Bolt. Am I enjoying myself? These two matches haven't been very exciting, obviously. Remember, we're winning, but, like, the games have been pretty, you know, pretty play. Just, like, I feel like our opponents haven't had a shot. Yeah, like, alright, yeah, cool, sure.
Game. Blouses.
Round 3, keep on the draw. Sea Chrome Coast, Giver of Runes. That's a pretty good turn we'll play against my hand. Alright, I'm just gonna play Island and consider, I guess. Stern Scolding's in the board. Double Coast. Stoneforge Mystic. Yeah, alright. I mean, sure. This is probably really bad for us. I think Mulligan his hand, right? It's like, no way. Bauble, just bin it. Draw islands. Some of these games have been bad. Like, this deck just looked awful. Those look very good a lot, too. But, like, some of these draws on the draw, only blue cards, are just, like, gross. Our top card is a Mishra's Bauble. I mean, there's just no way they cast a spell here, you know? But I don't want to fetch Shock either. Ugh. We can Otawara the Germ, but they have a... Yeah, it's... No, we can't. This gives Procolis, too. We're just dead, I think. Like, I don't think we can actually win. We're drawing Bauble. We want to leave Counterspell up. They're just going to put in this thing anyway. I don't think it matters. Could fetch the third island, I suppose. Just, like, really obvious Counterspell. I guess drawing Bauble's fine. Whatever. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Alright, yeah. You got me. Play draw. Again, totally different game. Just the problem with these blue decks fairly often. Alright, untap. It's one of those games where we're just never going to cast a spell. Like, right, we should not cast a spell and die, basically. Alright, we're getting closer to Murktide, but, like, they just have this Giver of Runes anyway. Let's consider... We can cast Murktide this turn. Yeah, it's not, like, the worst, but let's consider... bin this. Draw Iteration. Bauble. We'll target ourself, I guess, and see if we're going to fetch or not. Top card is Ragavan. I don't really want that, so let's just fetch. This is really awkward, though. It's not shocking either. I don't know if it's right or not, but Murktide, give me the spells. Give me a Bauble. Give me the lands. Wait. Hold on. I screwed up. Murktide. Bauble, consider, land, yeah, okay. What am I doing? Whatever. I like screwed up the first time, so I wasn't keeping Delirium, but I also want to hit both considers that I just screwed up. It makes the next one better, I guess, but it's not good. They just have Solitude anyway or something. Pure Steel Paladin? Oh, so they're a hammer deck? Oh, whatever. Yeah, alright, so, I mean... That's a game we probably win on the draw, like, because we get to counter the Stoneforge Mystic, and they just, like, don't have this, miss for a turn, like, but, yeah, so, Stern Scolding. Scolding is good against the draw, on the draw against them. It is against Burma. Here's Casting the Fire, Dress Down for the, Saga tokens, bringing these. Blood Moon's interesting. I think we want it, honestly. They're a Saga deck, and they have the blue lands, so they're not mono-white. Just in Force Negation, maybe. Fury, maybe. I would say Pyromancer's bad. This is a lot of cards. Is it much we board out Ragavan? It's on the play, probably not. Counterspell is pretty awkward. Subtlety is also kind of weird. Spell Pierce also really narrow. Like, it can be good, might be totally dead, too. I have no idea to sideboard here. It's not even the faintest clue. I think we board up Ragavan on the draw. I think on the play, just too good. Just need to stay in. Probably gonna have to Fairy in their deck, too, honestly. They're playing blue. Just call it Counterspells. How good is this card? What's up, Zoot? Watch back on our match. I mean, I understand that the Nexus has its fans, but I just don't think the deck's very good. I gotta be honest in my content, you know, like, I think Subtlety is bad. Actually, on the play, I think on the draw it's fine. On the play, it's like, just don't think we need it. Let's do this. On the draw, when the Ragavans come out, it seems better. Ugh.
Still a piece of garbage.
I like that, Zoot. I like that. I respect that. All right, so we're gonna keep this. We're gonna ship one of the Unholy Heats. All right. I mean, we're gonna get an island that cast Stern Scolding, a Blood Moon, some rule spells. Scolding?
Throw yourself in next time and rid us of your stupidity.
Get our basic too, and it looks kind of innocent for a Blood Moon. All right. Do we shock to leave up a Bolt effect? They also bluffs Counterspells. It's kind of awkward because like bluffs Counterspells. They don't cast anything, so then I can't bolt anything. I think I do. And also, cutting all of our Counterspells makes our Blood Moon better because like we don't need double blue either. So maybe the Pyromancers are fine then. Sigarda's Aid. It's bad very bad for us, honestly. And Ornithopter. All right. And Urza Saga. All right. This is very bad for us. So now we're in the squeeze where we, like, can't kill this anymore, so you have to play a Hammer response. But I also want to cast Blood Moon to kill this Saga. We're in... Yeah, this is really, really ugly. All right. Unsap. Draw Mishra's Bauble. Ugh. Their top card's a Hammer. Oh, no! What if they have double Hammer? I have to try and kill it, I think. Once they have 2 hammers, like... I guess I might just go for it, though, right? They might just go hammer, hammer, and try and kill me. I'll let they go. Let's hope I scrub and go. I mean, they don't have to, and they probably won't. If they're a good hammer player, they definitely won't go for it, but it's probably our best chance to win, honestly, so... Draw Murktide. So they've drawn a hammer, and they in theory already have one, too. Imagine they had, like, hammer, hammer, spell pierce here. How gross that would be. Nothing? Oh, my God. Alright. We draw Consider. Oh, my God. This is so ugly. This is the ugliest game of all time. Alright, top it. Play it taps, they go. What's up, Mage? Thanks for the resub. Agenda, thanks for the resub. Appreciate it.
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my God!
Kill all the things. Oops. That resolves. Kill that one too. I guess they're just gonna like make a token, put the 4 hammers on it, but we're kind of screwed either way, honestly. Yeah, this game sucked. Maybe I just had to go for it that turn and just like try and instead of kill it. If they had it, they had it. Yeah. They're going to have the largest construct that ever existed. Hammer's Murktide's worst matchup. Oh, wow, really? I didn't know that. All right.
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my God!
Well, so you're telling me there's a chance. That's got to be a one-outer, right? Yeah, I would think Murktide and Hammer would be pretty evenly matched, but I don't play a lot of Modern, so I don't know. We're still super dead. They still draw a card, though. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's find some food.
Looks like meat back on the menu, boys.
Alright, so we Otawara this thing. They can still activate this and put both hammers in the palette. We're still super dead. But, like, at least it was cool. Felt nice for a turn. They just put the hammers back on the paladin. Yeah, just like... Alright. So if we draw like a 1-drop to chump block and play Blood Moon, and then somehow draw... I couldn't even, like, put together what we need to draw here, honestly. I mean, Murktide can block for a turn. What do we have to beat? Like, any card that can remove this? Besides Otawara, obviously? I don't think so. We are technically not dead. Shadow Spear. Blah. All right, block. All right. And the miracle card is a Steam Vents. All right, yeah, that was tough. All right, you got me. News alert, I totally punted the last match. I totally forgot that the Urza Saga, you have a chance to respond to it before it can tap for mana. So there was a point I could have bolted the Ornithopter, or they couldn't have actually cast the hammer, and then I would have untapped like Bloodmoon and won the game. So 100% punted that last game. 100%. That's on me, folks. What can I say?
That's it. I'm going to clown college.
Totally on me. Good catch. Just totally forgot about it.
I suppose you think that was terribly clever.
Sandblaze. Keep this on the play. Might have lost game 3, obviously, or whatever. But if that was game 2, I don't know what game it was. But yeah, total punch. Important thing to remember. So the Urza Saga has a trigger. You can respond to before you tap for mana. Alright, so let's cast our old Channeler here. Say go. They could have played Saga before Ornithopter, yes. It's possible they just didn't have it, honestly, but Urza's Power Plant.
I am Karn.
Little Tron action. You want to see me play Tron? Check out my video on CoolStuffInc.com coming out this coming Monday. Oh, what the hell is this? Inscribed Tablet. Real top 5 look for a land. So maybe they're Eldrazi Tron playing Tablet. Alright, sure. I don't think Tron's great right now, honestly, but Spell Pierce, so awkward. Alright, shit, we need to draw land. Alright, Simply Consider, Surveil. Alright, sure. Top this. Top 8 cards sucks too, so I don't think I put my graveyard, but top. Now we have Spell Pierce up, which is not ideal. This is pretty awkward, honestly. Alright, I mean, I assume they're like colorless Tron. Here's an inscribed tablet for you. Look at the top 5 cards of the library. They reveal them. They reveal, yeah, there's like Eldrazi Tron. They found a tower. It's gross. So these cards are all gone. Alright, I mean, you draw land naturally. No. God. Alright, this sucks. We gotta play an iteration here. We can't not make a land drop, I don't think. I also need to get cards in my graveyard for Delirium, too. So, like, just playing Channel, leaving a Spell Pierce here is just too bad, so. Alright, play iteration. Here's a Surveil. We're binning almost anything here. It's kind of sketchy. Stay of December, sure. Alright, I guess. I mean, got a free Surveil out of it. Now I get the land, so maybe we should just guarantee land now. Yeah, let's guarantee. We already have a land in the bin too, so just top this. So guarantee land.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
All right. Spire Bluff Canal it is. Play Spire Bluff Canal. Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna cast if they have like natural Tron or whatever. The thing is, if they have Tron, they can cast Karm with a mana up anyway for Spell Pierce, so it doesn't matter. I mean, you can't Spell Pierce with Thought Knot Seer or something like that too. So play Channeler, so they go. Now we're Delirious. If I get to untap here, I think we're gonna win. If they play a threat this turn, we're probably gonna lose. Probably gonna land Matter Shaper anyway. So alright, they have Thought Knot Seer. That's not good, but it's not the worst. This card's like a freaking relic. Alright, take a card, any card. This was worst case, aside from just thinking having natural Tron. So they take my Counterspell. Untap. Draw Flooded Strand. Alright. Let's get Expressive here and see what we can do. Surveil 1. Unholy Heat. Yeah, top it. And we're going to reveal Channeler, Heat, Spire Bluff Canal. I would say that we want all of those things. So let's put the Heat in our hand. Yeah, just do like this. Let's go land. Shock. Channeler. I guess you don't need to kill it right now. You can just wait. Sure, let's wait. So let's go attack for 3. And yeah, we don't need to like. We could just take 4 honestly too. Spell Pierce might still matter too. They could like try and go land, ring, or land Karn. We gotta leave up Spell Pierce for land, ring, or land Karn. So we'll just take 4 and then end step the heat. Freaking love Spell Pierce. My favorite cards. Map. Honestly, Spell Piercing Map here is pretty good. Just delays it for an entire turn. And they're at 12. And then I have a chance to draw a counterspell off of the Pyromancer. Yeah, I'm going to Spell Pierce this. It gets you Surveils too, so extra good chance of drawing a threat. Then this. Or a threatening card. Just ship it. Pave it 2. Looking for a counterspell. Two-turn clock in play. It counters it successfully. 2 towers, Sauron and Saruman. Play another map. That sucks. All right, that's the like the worst case scenario. So they have to do it anyway. All right, whatever, sure. That sucks. Definitely not cool. We draw a lightning bolt. Oh, I should upkeep this probably. All right. Yeah, I'm not discarding Heat and Bolt to this Pyromancer. Pyromancer sucks in this deck. That's such a weird card. Like, it did attack for a really long time for like, you know, basically the ideal play, but all right. Let's yeah, I should upkeep that. All right. Let's heat this. Surveil twice, see what we draw. Steam Vent's Graveyard. Island Graveyard. Draw Ragavan. I mean, I guess we'll put them to 1. Dash it. And attack. Or effectively 1. Alright, so... And now I have Pyromancer to draw for a bolt next turn. Alright, that's fine, I guess. We reveal a Karn the Great Creator. Not casting that one. Dash back Ragavan. Say go. Crack the map. We've already cast 0 bolts, actually. So we have 3 bolts. So they were to go like land Ulamog here. They still die to a bolt. I don't know. Whatever. It's whatever happens. What am I supposed to do? They're playing Eldrazi Tron also, so not playing like that many big good things. Ugin the Ineffable. Or Ineffable. The One Ring would be fine. Yeah, that would definitely buy them some time, but... Can't F with him. Karn also. Yeah. They've got effectively 5 mana left over. They have a boat in their board. It's kind of bad. I guess the ring's good too, right? But... Ensnaring Bridge? Hmm. Play Ensnaring Bridge, sure. I mean, there's no point using this because, like, what are we going to use it for? We have unused mana anyway, so... I'm out of Steam Vents? Wow. Alright, that's awkward. Alright, so just gonna bolt them and try and find a way to win the game. It's funny because killing a token will put a card in their hand, but that doesn't actually matter right now. So Surveil twice. Iteration can stay. Murktide to get rid of Delirium. Oh, that's a nice play. That's a good one. All right, let's see if I can find a Murktide. That's a really, really cute one. Surveil. Bennett looking for Murktide or Lightning Bolts. Subtlety, no. Otawara. We're short. Not enough mana to dash. Oh, it's a bolt. Never mind. Sure, whatever. So, if we had enough mana, we could have Otawara, bounce the Spirit token, and then dash Ragavan and kill them. Because they have 2 cards in their hand, but we should have bolt, so it doesn't actually matter. So, that works too, I guess. Alright, bolt you. Dink! Just so wrapped up in all the cool little things we could do, you know? Alright, so game 1 goes to the good guys, because Eldrazi Tron is literally always the bad guy. We're going to want Blood Moon, Fury, maybe Force Negation. Cast into the Fire. They're definitely a ring deck, so like this card seems fine against them. Not playing Saga, probably. Probably have their own chalices, too. Might want EE versus their chalices. We're a little light on ways to deal with that. Pyromancer seems eh. Subtlety seems fine. The bolts, funny, the bolts were actually good that game, but like don't seem very good in general. Spell Pierce seems, I don't know, kind of iffy. Got some bolts. Subtlety counters creatures or planeswalkers. It's pretty good. Just got all the bolts. And then shave like a Spell Pierce. Pierce counters the One Ring and card, which like they're two most important cards, you know? So like it definitely has some value even on the draw. Those are cards that must be countered. This seems fun. Yeah, I don't think you want all 3, but Monkey, also Channeler and Bauble. I mean, Turn Ragavan's great against them, right? We can keep this. Put them all against 6. We're gonna keep. If they have Dismember, if they kill it, we get to Channeler and then Scry or whatever, and like hopefully we just draw land naturally too. And if they don't kill it, the game's over. We should have Ragavan Counterspell. So basically it just comes down to like, do they have a Dismember or not? It's 2 o'clock already, man. Where'd my Saturday go? Urza's frickin' Tower. Inscribed Tablet, sure. Not quite Ancient Stirrings, you know. It's a little bit worse. That was actually not a bad draw. Subtlety. Makes her hand a little more nimble. Alright. Come on, Monkey. Live. Don't die. Be brave. Is it Ballista? Chalice. Chalice on 1. I mean, that's good, but now we're past that point because this thing lives. I think we're fine. So, lose out on Channeler, but gain everything else, which is fine. So, alright. Draw a land to Cass. Attack a Ragavan. Hit Urza's Saga. Alright. I wonder how many Sagas they have. I could have brought Dress down, maybe, but... Alright, so I'll play Bauble. Let's Bauble ourself. Top card's EI, I love it. Alright, let's just say go. Power Plant. They are close to Tron. It's pretty scary, honestly, but here's a Matter Reshaper. The raw, unfiltered power of the modern format. Matter Reshaper. We're going to counterspell it, and I guess we'll just get an island. We're playing Blood Moon, so it makes sense. Get an island. Alright, so we'll counterspell. Keep the old Ragavan ball rolling. Untap Bauble. Let's start with the old Ragavan. Dex he's a lot of cards. And this time we hit a All Is Dust. Not quite. Definitely want to find a land off iteration. Let's look at their top card. Their top card is Matter Reshaper again. It leaves me somewhat tempted to just like hard cast this on the Matter Reshaper, but let's cast this thing Mirror Land drop. We might pitch cast this. I don't know. We'll see. Explosives, Fiery Island. I do want that island pretty bad. EE can kill Chalice, obviously. Not that that's like the most important thing in the world right now. And Fury... I mean, Fury kills Matter Reshaper or whatever. Like, kills their stuff. But, like, I don't think Fury's that exciting. Yeah, I'm just going to hold the explosives. I'll just say go. I need to decide how we're going to handle this this upcoming Matter Reshaper. We'll see what happens, I guess, too. But here's Tablet. Reveal 6. They get Urza's Mine. That is the missing Tron land. We draw another Counterspell. All right. The problem now is like a good double spell turn. They only have 3 cards, though, so... Here comes a Thought-Knot Seer. 2 cards left. So, Subtlety pitching what? I think the counterspells are more important than the Murktide. Even if we can fire off a decent Murktide next turn. We'll just, like, find more threats eventually. Interesting spot. It comes down to, like, what's their last cards. They have Matter Reshaper X. How good is X? Because if I were to, like, counterspell this, and they were to play a non-creature or planeswalker, I guess there are no threats like that, right? Because if we're going to counter the next thing also, we could just, like, counterspell this and decide later. I think we don't Murktide. We can always explosives to free up our channeler also for a threat. I think the card Counterspell is just really important against them, so... Okay, 2 cards left. Five man in the pool. Here's Karn. Get the hell out of here.
Get off my plane.
I guess the problem now is now they get to go Thought-Knot and Matter Reshaper next turn. So that's not cool. Oh, never mind. We have Ragavan in play. I actually Thought-Knot them. I can't actually. I put it at the bottom. Okay, sure. Force Negation, not a bad draw. Ragavan. We get Swamp. Alright, so they have 1 card in hand. It's Matter Reshaper. I do need to counter it because they have a They have these, we get Ragavan going, but let's play Explosives on 0 just to go. It's obviously pretty awkward with my treasures, but I guess we could have, like, just popped it and then played Channeler with Counterspell up, but tapping 5, 6, Ugin? Wait, what? Where'd the Mana Shaper go? What? What did I miss? I must have missed something. I haven't thought now it's gone, but didn't they get Matter Shaper off of whatever? I don't remember. It's fine. All right, whatever. I was wrong. Sure. Force negation this. Practiced out before they drew. Okay. All right, sure. I just like missed it. That's fine. My bad. So I think the game's over now. So let's just pop this explosive. I'm sorry. I should do it on our turn. So just untap and draw Bauble. Sure. Pop explosives. Nope. Hold on. We should attack first. Nope. Shouldn't attack first. Okay. I got it. I'll figure it out. One step at a time, folks. One foot in front of the other. Pop the explosives. Attack a Ragavan. And top card is Urza's Tower. We're going to play Channeler. Play Bauble. We have a pretty fast clock, and the next card they have us covered. Bob that. Alright. And look at your top card. It is a Urza's Tower. So sad. So sad. We're like close to cashing their boom booms too, which is pretty fun. So, all right, attack with the Ragavan. I tried burn with Rune Flare trap. Tell me more. Here's a Karn the Great Creator. Sure. This just turns off their artifacts. Top. Any artifacts on my sideboard? We've got one Chalice the Void and one Tormod Script. Does Chalice do anything against them? Not really, right? That's fine. It's plus. So there you go. Having Karn play means they can't draw the ring, inscribe tablet, etc., etc. It's a little null rod action. And they pack it up. God, I love beating Eldrazi Tron. All right. On the play. Yeah, that's great. Keep. So many baubles. All right, so let's take a look at them first. Their top card. Uh-oh. All right, well, we asked for it. There it is. There's a Bowmasters. Let's look at our top card. It's a Lightning Bolt. Like that one, too. All right. It's all pretty good. Go get him, buddy. On the draw of his hand would be not unplayable, but very, very bad for us. All right, so that's not bad. Monkey.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Swamp. We're in for an uphill battle, folks. This is going to be the Cabal Coffers deck. It's pretty good against us. Let's see what we can do. Oh, wait, never mind. They're playing Misty Rainforest and Bloodchief's Thirst. Alright. Delta. Spellbreaker's not bad. Watery Grave. Tapped. Sure. Why would they play Misty? Delta. Sure. They seem like they're base black, but they're playing Misty. It's very strange. There you go. Color me curious. There's a blue-black control deck running around with Bowmasters and Fairy Masterminds. Gas. But why would they play Misty, you know? Alright, there's like a blue-black deck, sure. So the problem is that, like, for decks that can deal with our 1-drops, we aren't really a great control deck. So this sort of, like, sit back and draw go game doesn't really always favor us, honestly. You know, we don't really kill, like, very threatening creatures very well. Only have so many counterspells. Not much card draw. So it's one of the counts against Murktide for sure. Could play a 3/3 Murktide here if we wanted to. Opponent's name is Super Jerk. It's funny. Even a Murktide with 0 instant and sorceries is still a 3/3 flyer for 2. Which isn't even that bad, you know? Alright. Island Cycling Lorien revealed. Are we playing draft right now? Little Lord of the Rings draft. Get a Watery Grave, sure. They shock. Yeah, I'm not feeling very good about this game. Being totally honest. Our cards don't look very good here. All right. Poor Ragavan. I could just cast it, and I have double counterspell to defend it against Bowmasters. All right, sure. Go get him, buddy. You're up. Shadow of Doubt? I mean, guess. Counterspell the Bowmasters. Counterspell the Bowmasters. They're going to counterspell back, and we're going to concede the game. Yeah, just like we just can't sit here forever. You know, our cards just aren't good enough in a long game, and they're surely playing like the ring and stuff. So like, Spellbearers gets worse every turn that goes by. Just like the texture of his deck has to play into what they're doing and try and get it going. Obviously a terrible exchange for us, like the worst possible scenario, but now I could try for a Murktide, I guess, and like maybe spike that and have that live. Minamo, yeah, Deathplay in the Ring. 3 cards in hand. All right. We're all in. Chips in the middle. Wonder if there's an argument for, I have no spells in the graveyard either. I'm going to kill this, but I can't kill this, so I don't have Delirium anymore. Oh my god, what an awkward game. An argument for like leaving an instant in the graveyard in case this happened for next turn. I probably should have left one of the spells in the graveyard. Also, I keep Delirium too. I should just like exile the Bauble over a spell. Super like hard to see coming, but put it on top. Kind of shuffle whatever we want to, so. All right, I have 2 cards left. I mean, like, I think we just try and kill. This is just so bad, but gives me a spell for Murktide next turn. It's now the 4/4 flyer. This is not good. Yeah, we line up pretty damn badly here. We got to try and solve this. All right, so Scolding's pretty good. They're playing Sheoldred. They're definitely a ring deck, so bring in this. Flusterstorm. Blood Moon seems bad. Pyroman's probably fine against them. What are we cutting? This is the question. Let's cut Blood Moon. Cut some of the bolts. Can't cut all of them, but what's up, Lobmancer? Spell Pierce, like, I mean, it's good if we get into like a good tempo-y game, but like a game like that, it's just gonna be awful. Subtlety's only really good against Sheoldred. And Shavis. Maybe Spell Pierce is like, because it feels like a bad matchup, we just need to like get them. So maybe Spell Pierce just like where we want to be. Let's counter bolt. Alright, let's try this. We're the beatdown for sure. Sure, this is fine. Alright, so we have Channeler, Scry before they can play a Bowmaster. You can probably get Delirium before they can Bowmaster, which is good. Can Sully here? Oh my god. Force Negation and Subtlety? I play Creativity yet on practice stream? Not yet. I'll play it at some point. I'm gonna try to get through all the top decks. I can't promise I'll get through all of them. It's top, right? I mean, just say go, and just next turn, just have like Channeler, Bauble, Consider, and a really good chance of getting Delirium. Alright, so just like do it again, right? Like, here he is. She is? Yeah. Alright, so Bauble. Surveil. Ragavan. That's Graveyard. It's too bad against Bowmaster at this point. And I want a creature for Delirium really bad, so. And then we're going to Bauble them. Their top card is Counterspell. Just cast Consider before they can Bowmaster me. So Surveil. Iteration. Ugh, we really want that one. But we want to get Delirium though. Oh no. Oh, what a terrible, terrible conundrum. Our top card is Iteration. We really want to bin this to try and get Delirium. I guess like our Surveil, but then I have to Surveil and keep this too. So we actually just can't get Delirium at all. And then just like go land Bowmaster and kill this. This is a very tough choice. So we have guaranteed Delirium if we bin it. But if we don't, we get wrecked pretty hard. I think I punted. I could have fetched on this turn. Yeah, I punted. So I could have fetched instead of playing the island. I would have taken more damage. I had to land in the graveyard and then could have kept this. Obviously, it's a different card, but like in this scenario, this would have happened. I'm going to bin this. I think we're the beatdown deck and we should to kill them. They have other ways to kill this for sure, but like I think we should make the more aggressive plays. And we can just like find more iterations or find more whatever too. So I'm going to bin this. Not feel good about it. Consider. If I knew for sure it was going to live the turn, I would keep this, but I don't, so I'm going to bend this too. We draw Murktide. That's a great draw, actually. That's actually an insane draw. All right, cool. Great. Yeah, I think bending it's correct. I think, and what we've drawn now further solidifies that. We need to apply pressure. We are not going to win the long game. Period. So now his hand's perfect. So we have Murktide plus Dispute next turn. Edict, sure. It's great. All right, well, Murktide it is. Stern Scolding, sure. All right. Is there a benefit to cracking this now? Just an extra card to delve too. Spellpierce, consider iteration, creature, and then land. Yeah, I'm gonna do this now. And then I think I just get island. Actually, I Power Master, but never mind. I'll get this, sure. So whenever I do this. Here's Murktide. Getting rid of consider, Spellpierce, iteration, creature, land. The downside's life, you know, but I think it's worth it because I want to keep these cards in the graveyard for Delirium anyway. So here's Minamo, taking us to school. That's what I'm talking about. Damn, I'm good. How you gotta play it, folks? Can't be trying to get into. You don't want to get into. What's the saying? Don't get into a. It's like don't get into a something with a somebody. They'll beat you with experience. Something like that. What's that saying? Help me out, chat. Help me out.
You're saying it wrong.
All right, now we're on the draw. Don't get into an argument with an idiot. Yeah. Basically, it's something like that. It's basically just like, don't get involved in a fight you can't win, you know, kind of thing. Like, we're not going to win a card advantage fight against them. We got to be a Delver that can just kill them, so. Don't mud wrestle with a pig? Sure. Yeah, that's the idea. All right, so now we're on the draw, and our Ragavans are a lot worse. I love the slightly different. You gotta see what's used in the chat. The slightly different versions of the never get into an argument with an idiot. They'll drag you another level, beat you with experience. That's funny. That's really funny. All right. Now we're on the draw. The Spell Pierces feel worse in the draw also. I don't think I can afford to cut Ragavan. Same idea. Like, we just can't afford to not be the aggro deck. And then maybe we'll cut Spell Pierce or Bolt. Would really like to cut these Ragavans, but I just don't think we can. And it comes down to, like, do I want these bolts or not? Scolding helps against the things, too, so. Bona, resub, thanks so much. I'm going to cut 2 Spellpierces for 2 bolts. Spellpierce seems worse in the draw. It's just harder to defend your own stuff with it. Ragavan is much worse here on the draw. Like to the point where, like, we might not even play it on turn 1. Because they're just going to Bowmaster and kill it. Alright. Paid actors! Get the PayPal out!
Here comes the money.
Alright, sure. We'll take that, I guess, right? Yeah. So we went, what do we go, 4-1? I'll take 4-1. 4-1's pretty good. It's like a 3.5-1. They didn't time out. I don't know. They just didn't. They got somewhere to be. I have no idea. But what are you gonna do? So yeah, I don't know about this Murktide deck. I feel like that was our first Bowmaster opponent, and that seemed tough. We won game 2, but like we seemed like we were really just like reaching there. And I don't know. I feel like the card Ragavan in general is just a lot worse in this newer format, thanks to Bowmaster. Never really loved this deck either. I don't know. It's fine. It's obviously fine. It's certainly a totally fine deck, but like it didn't really gain much, and it wasn't like, you know, absurdly powerful before anyway. It just seems fine, and I don't know if fine's good enough for the Pro Tour, you know. But that's the deck. So Murktide in the books. YouTube folks love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Pro Tour's coming up.